Almost 2 months after the indelible images of thousands of Haitian migrants huddled under a bridge at the U.S. Mexican border in Del Rio, Texas, 5 nonprofits now want the federal government to grant immediate access to legal counsel and stop deporting Haitian migrants from a detention center near Albuquerque, New Mexico.
There's been a lawyer who has repeatedly requested access to these Haitians in Torrance Detention Center and have been denied that access. So it's even more egregious than normal.
Nicole Phillips is legal director at Haitian Bridge Alliance. She co-signed a letter along with the New Mexico ACLU calling it a matter of due process.
They need legal assistance to be able to maneuver through this asylum system and to be able to best explain the reasons for why they fled Haiti and why they need asylum protection in the United States.
In May, the Biden administration issued a designation from Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas granting temporary protected status for Haiti, saying, quote, Haiti is currently experiencing serious security concerns, social unrest, an increase in human rights abuses, crippling poverty, and a lack of basic resources. The danger of return is why these groups say they are seeking a pause.
That threat of violence that caused them to leave a few years ago is still there. And in fact, because the security situation, the rule of law is further deteriorated, their danger level is even higher than when they left.
Nicole, the Department of Homeland Security continuing a policy of not commenting on these sorts of things to me today. But what is clear is that Title 42, that CDC directive that is postponing a lot of these hearings, is coming into play here as well. The other thing that is happening right now is a lot of those Haitians who were released in the United States, who were allowed to stay, are starting to get their notices for hearings and legal access to those people once they are here, the DHS has said, is obviously able to be done. It's those people in this detention center without comment from the DHS. We don't know where this is going to go, but Nicole Phillips telling me that they are going to press on because they don't want to see these people return to Haiti. Nicole?
And Michael, just really quickly, I mean, what happens next when it comes to the actual back and forth between the ACLU and ICE?
Well, we don't know because ICE, they don't even know. When I asked Nicole Phillips if they expect a response to this letter, they don't know if they're going to get one. They certainly haven't got one yet. And ICE has this policy where they don't comment on these sorts of things. What can be expected is likely what has happened. Precedent says that this is how it's going to go on. They may give a review to whether or not there's legal access because that is part of due process. And ICE may take that under consideration. But for now, there's no comment from the authorities on this. Nicole?
All right. We appreciate that. Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.